On this episode, we continue our Fab Five series and talk about our 5 favorite things in Epcot. Today is February 22nd, 2022. This is episode 437 of the Main Street Magic Podcast.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts. Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I am your host, Jeremy Stein, and I'm joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
Hey, guys.
Make sure you check us out on the web at mainstmagic.com, as well as follow on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mainstmagic. And if you have not done so already, head to Facebook and search for the Main Street Magic community and ask to join. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. If you want to bring the sense of the parks, resorts, movies, and more to your home, we are so excited to partner with Walter and Rosie Candle Company, which provides the happiest scents on earth. Head to msmfriends.com and you can save 10% on your next order. And then finally, if you're getting ready to plan your next Disney or Universal vacation, maybe you're looking to go on a cruise or pretty much travel anywhere else in the world, visit msmears.com to learn more and fill out a form for a free quote. All right, so this is a new series we kind of started with Magic Kingdom called our Fab Five.
Mm-hmm.
And before we get into the specifics of it, how are you, Rhonda?
Well,
because I'm sure as people listen, they're going to notice maybe a slightly different tone or pitch in your voice at the moment.
yeah, I think I muffled it very well earlier.
Yes. You did a good hey guys.
Yeah,
Wouldn't have known.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to while talking this whole time, but I have some sinus issues going on. I actually, for the first time in 42 years of my life, have my first ever, ear infection.
Yeah.
So I got some antibiotic drops. Went to the Minute Clinic. So I'm on some Zyrtec, and I'm going to have to do a neti pot so it doesn't turn into a sinus infection, because a lot of times it will on me. But I'm here, guys, and I'm good. And it's just, as always, all I need to do is remove my head and I'm good.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to try
My
and do
body's
that.
fine.
No, but thank you. It's again, we're here on Sunday recording for Tuesday. You've got 3 big days of work ahead of you. So thank you for sitting down
Of course.
and joining, even though I know you don't feel 100%, but
It's just hard.
hoping these antibiotics will knock it out quick, because I hate to see you not feeling well. So did want to throw that out there so people aren't like, what's wrong with Rhonda? Yeah, what's going on with Rhonda? Yeah. So anyway, so we had started this series with the Magic Kingdom. We're going to work our way through each of the parks, probably maybe Disney Springs. We might look at doing like a resort one.
Okay.
And it's our 5 favorite things, or our Fab Five.
Okay.
And what we're going to do in the parks is we're going to pick 1 quick service, 1 table service, 1 ride, 1 attraction or like show. So basically something that's not in a moving vehicle. Your Carousel of Progress, I think, dependent on who says what, could have been technically a ride because you do move, but we're going to allow that to be a show. And then a bonus pick, basically, just whatever the heck you want from any of those categories. It doesn't even have to be from those categories. It could just be, it could be like a bench that you really love for some odd reason. I don't know.
Okay.
So we do not know each other's answers,
Nope.
just to make it a little more fun. But I have a feeling...
I think you might know some of mine, because like I was going through Epcot and like...
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
This is a tough one, I think.
Yeah,
in this space.
The show, air quotes. I'm sad that I wanted to pick. We'll get into that.
We'll get into that. But
sorry.
Well, here's where I think
Jumping ahead.
Epcot becomes a little difficult for the simple fact of quick service and table service. As we mentioned a lot, we tend to eat at the festivals, right? So let's dive though right into the quick service, because I have a feeling you and I have picked the same one.
Oh, okay.
What is yours?
Are you shocked that I'm not going to say like a festival and like break rules?
Oh, I'm shocked you're not going to break rules. Yes, I am. You tend to like to toe the line.
I actually picked Yorkshire, and dadgummit, I thought there was another one that so I did pick Yorkshire. That's what I was going to say.
I did as well.
You did? Okay.
Yes.
So, but I was going to, in honor of Kaylin, I was going to pick Katsura Grill.
Yeah.
But I remembered Yorkshire. Yorkshire is phenomenal.
Mhm.
Like those fish and chips are literally legit. Gary told us that they are.
Yeah.
So that's what's so cool. And that's why I want to pick it. But in honor of Kaylin, I'll talk about Katsura Grill.
For sure. You and I have not eaten anything from
Yes, we
Katsura
have.
Grill in quite some time.
Okay.
No, in quite some time.
Okay. 'Cause I'm
Kaylin
like,
every
yeah, we
time is
have.
like,
But
give
I've
me
ta-
$20. I'm going to Katsura
But
Grill.
I've also tasted it.
Oh, yeah.
And Katsura Grill is always just so good. I love the options there. She doesn't go and venture out to the different options, but I love seeing them when I've ordered for her before. It's super cool. Great location. I love to sit down. I love when she just order and we just sit around that area.
That setting is beautiful.
It's very beautiful. Again, the reason Yorkshire won over this, to be truthfully honest, is literally just because the food is legit and it is so good.
Yeah.
It's a cute little area where you can sit. But I will say Katsura Grill, in my opinion, wins over the area, like sitting.
Oh, for sure. Setting wise, I
Mm-hmm.
think, like you said, food wise and being authentic, Yorkshire wins. And again, that's what Gary and Claire are telling us, that they're like, yeah, this is legit fish and chips.
Yep.
Katsura, excuse me, I don't believe you're not getting legit Japanese food. I think you are getting
I
an
think
Americanized version, most
okay.
likely. But yeah, the setting there is gorgeous. And the Japan pavilion is beautiful.
Love
I mean,
it.
it may be one of the best looking pavilions, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did go with Yorkshire though, because
all the same reasons I just said.
and it's so quick and easy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a lot of times there is a line, but it's literally a walk up
worth it.
counter. You know,
Yep.
get it? There is a beautiful seating area though,
Yep.
you know, along the water there. You can see the giant barges that everybody loves to see all day long so much and never
They
complains about on
shoot
Twitter.
water.
Yeah, sometimes they do. I think the water guy, there's like one water guy
Huh.
that like has to press the button for those things to shoot water. And I don't
Yeah.
think he works a lot, to be honest. I think he's part-time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yorkshire is just absolutely delicious. And I had never been, so growing up in Maryland, our beach was Ocean City, Maryland, in the boardwalk.
Okay.
And Thrasher's fries.
Oh, yeah.
Greatest fries on the planet, I think.
Okay.
And I always like mine with Old Bay, and I would dip them in ketchup, but malt vinegar was the big go-to to put on fries, and I never did it. I just never did. And so when we were there with Gary and Claire, and we got the fish and chips, which we had always eaten plain, basically, or we had done, the fries in ketchup, and Gary's like, you got to put
Or
some of the
cocktail.
malt vinegar
Not
on
cocktail.
it.
What's the
Tartar sauce.
Tartar
You do
sauce.
eat tartar sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It looks like the stuff that sometimes I walk out and I'm like, great, the cat threw up again. That's what tartar sauce looks like, okay? But Gary's like, you got to put the malt vinegar on it. And I'm like, whatever, man. And then you put it on and I'm like, wow.
That's good.
I mean, it really just explodes that flavor profile. So
Yeah.
highly, highly recommend that. If you are a tartar sauce person, that's cool. I'm just not big on like chunky white condiments.
Okay. Well, the whole thing is good. Like whatever you put on it, it's good.
Yeah.
Period.
It is. Even if you put nothing on it, it is still delicious.
Absolutely.
And the crunch of that batter, it's so, so good. Oh, man, I'm hungry. All right.
I know. I want some
let's
fish and
move
chips.
on to table service because I want to hear yours because I honestly don't know what to do. I may end up flipping a coin between two.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Well, so I picked Huda Gusto, but I was afraid that you were going to be like, no, that's not a table service.
I'm going to allow it, even though you do not get reservations. It's like a Three Bridges. You're still going to call Three Bridges a table service, even though they don't do reservations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
You
to the
sit
Gusto,
down at a
you sit
table.
down and a
You can't-
waiter or waitress
Correct.
comes to take your order. That is a table service, even if you can't make reservations.
Right. And I guess the quick service, I guess technically could be considered if you go to the bar, get a drink, and order the food
True.
to go, / you can stand at the bar and eat it if you
Yeah,
can.
I don't know if that
It
is
was-
that back.
Well,
was it back that you could stand at the bar?
prior.
Right, it was prior.
So I don't know. But they
It may
don't
still
have
be grab
any
and go.
seats at the bar ever.
Right.
Ever.
Right. But you know what they do have?
What?
Marco.
They do have Marco. But yeah, so I picked that because you do. Like, we've sat down quite a few times there, and I just absolutely love it. But if I was not going to allow that, I was going to pick Spice Road Table because We have had a wonderful, wonderful time when we've gone there before, and the food is phenomenal. I love sitting on the water, inside if it's cold, outside if it's beautiful.
So I have a battle, and maybe we can talk it out, and then I'll come to my decision because Spice Road Table is on my list.
Oh, okay.
I agree. What I love about this place is that there are so many different things to try. I like the idea of, of being able to go there and get a bunch of small plates. We did Neil Patrick Harris dining package for the Candlelight Processional where we had to get, 2 appetizers, 2 entrees, 2 desserts. So we got to try a lot of stuff. The food is so good. If you get one of those tables like we did right there looking out the window on the water, you can sit outside. Like I really want to get back here to try more because it's outstanding.
Yeah.
But I can't think of a more incredible experience than Space 220. Overall, from beginning to
That's
end.
why I think I thought you were going to pick that.
Yeah.
So I didn't because that is newer there, and I figured you would.
I think I
would've
have
picked
to lend. I have to lend to Space 220.
Yeah. If it weren't for Tudo Gusto and so many memories and everything we have there, I would have probably picked Space 220, but I also thought you were going to pick it.
Right.
So literally, that's why I did not.
Okay.
So I think you should.
I'm going to pick it. I'm going to pick Space 220.
I think you should. It's great. We have not had anything bad.
No.
The experience was fantastic. Like
from beginning to end.
Exactly.
I mean, from the moment that you arrive to the moment you leave is an experience.
Yeah.
Whereas, a Spice Road Table, you're gonna show up and go, "Hey, we're here for our reservation," and they're gonna go, "All right, have a seat." And then I feel like the experience begins. And only while you're at the table dining, where Space 220 is from the moment you approach it. Daniela, the manager there, is so wonderful. Their staff is wonderful. Shout out to Van, who works back in the kitchen. That night we sat up at the bar and
that
had
was
the chicken and
amazing.
waffles. We met so many incredible cast members.
Yeah.
And you're in space.
Yeah.
Disclosure, you're not actually going to space. That's on like Disney's website, I think. Still, I think they literally had to state same. They do that with the Galactic Star Cruiser. They basically had to put like an asterisk that says you are not actually traveling to space, just so somebody doesn't show up and be like, "Wait a second, I'm not really in space. You duped me." Anyway,
okay.
I love Space 220. I will never stop talking about that baked macaroni. The burger was outstanding. The steak was good. My lobster globe that I had, the starry calamari, like the drinks, everything about this place is incredible. One of the hardest reservations to get right now. I think it's a clear-cut winner as far as that goes.
Absolutely. I agree.
All right, we're going to move on to ride. We're at Epcot. This is pretty clear-cut. Do you just want to count down and we both say the same ride? Because I'm sure we're going to, right? Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Frozen Ever After.
Okay, yay.
I figured. Why do you
were
pick?
actually going to, for some reason, pick Test Track.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I'm over Test Track.
Okay.
I love it. It's a great ride, but it needs to be refreshed. With Guardians coming, with the Play Pavilion coming, with Space 220 there now, I feel like they're going to need to do something with Mission Space and Test. Mission Space still could live a little bit because it does fit in that space theme. But now I feel like Test Track is just this little odd, child out. I would love to see just something change. I don't know what. Maybe it can be Logan's idea from Theme Park Shuffle about turning this into a Wreck-It Ralph, type ride or something.
Okay.
But why did you decide to pick Frozen Ever After?
Oh, I just love that ride. I love Frozen. Frozen, is 1 and 2 is amazing. All the Frozen stuff is amazing. I love the ride. The only downfall is I wish they would, when they maybe spice it up or refurb it or whatever they need to do, they make it in some of the areas literally freezing.
Yeah, we've always said that when she says the cold doesn't bother me anyway, and they burst that fog on you, it should also come with a burst of cold air.
I think so.
For sure.
I think it should be cold. But other than that, I love going backwards. I love going forwards down the dips. I just love it so much.
I agree. I agree with everything you say. I think it's an absolutely wonderful ride. I love Frozen. I think it does fit very well, even though Arendelle is a basically fictitious town. I think it still fits well in Norway.
Yeah.
The problem that comes along, and I bet anybody listening who is an Epcot purist, and I'm not You know, I mean, is that their biggest complaint? Okay, biggest complaint with Enchantment is what? It's not happily ever after, right? That's like the biggest thing, right?
Right.
It's the same thing here. Is you have these old school Epcot purists who are like, "Do you like Frozen Ever After?" And they're just like, "Well, it's not Maelstrom."
Right.
Okay, I don't understand.
Right.
Like, why can't you say? I understand that people are. I honestly don't know if I ever experienced Maelstrom. I don't remember it. Do you?
I
assume when I went, was it open in 86, 87? Like when I went, I don't know.
I think I wrote it, but I'd have to ask my parents. I hate to say it, but I don't remember it, which is sad.
And I understand that people absolutely loved it.
Oh,
and
100%.
You know, I've watched videos of it and it looks incredible. But let's stop knocking Frozen Ever After because it's not Maelstrom. Just enjoy it on its own. Pretend Maelstrom didn't exist or something and just enjoy it. And I think it's an absolutely wonderful ride. Tells a wonderful story going through.
Yep.
I would like, if they do updates at some point, I would like to see the animatronic updates where it's not the projected face that was so popular for a while.
Yeah.
And it goes to like they're doing with they did with the Beauty and the Beast ride overseas. That is going to have these very realistic, actual animatronic faces.
Yeah.
So I would like to see that instead of the projections. But I just think it's a lovely, lovely ride. Yeah. I think it's got humor, it's got fun, it's got music, it's got forwards, backwards, water, boats. Like, what else do y'all need? I'm sorry it's not Maelstrom. I really, really am. Yeah. But I do think it is the standout ride there out of everything.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, we're going to move on to what's probably the absolute hardest pick, which is an attraction/show. Because we're looking at things like Awesome Planet. We're looking at a lot of screen shows. Awesome Planet, Canada Far and Wide. We're looking at Impressions de France, the Beauty and the Beast Sing-Along, Reflections of China. You certainly could look at some of the Streetmosphere. You can look at the drummers in Japan. You could, all those types of things. But what are you going to land on as far as an attraction/show? So something not with a moving ride vehicle.
So, of course, I wanted to pick Beauty and the Beast. Mm-hmm. But Jeremy was informing me, and honestly, I am 95% sure that I have never seen it.
I thought we saw that and Awesome Planet on the same day.
No, because you said it was a lot about LeFou.
Yeah, it is.
And I was like, I don't remember that at all.
It's a weird...
Because I love Beauty and the Beast is my favorite.
Then we need to do it on March 3rd.
We
need to make a point to see it on March 3rd.
We could do that, because I would like to, and then maybe, let y'all know about it. But yeah, I haven't seen it, so I'm like, well, I can't say that. What I have seen is, and I'm hopefully not going to get in trouble for saying this one, but I'm going to say Beacons of Light, which is the Epcot ball that is now this amazing, it's this show that goes on I'm going to allow
it because we still have over a year of it.
Oh,
so
good.
I think it 100% counts. Good. Now, maybe a year from now, we revisit this and you have to pick a new one, but I think it 100%.
But what if it continues to go on? Because it is amazing.
Please continue.
And there shouldn't be a reason for it not to, if that makes any sense.
I agree. Completely.
So with all that being said, Beacons of Light, it's beautiful. I love seeing the Epcot ball like that. I'm happy that the Epcot ball is doing more than just being a golf ball, as everybody used to call it.
Agree. Can you please, though, call it by its proper name at least once instead of saying Epcot ball? Because I do not want hate mail.
Oh, what? My
Spaceship
bad.
Earth.
Sorry. Spaceship Earth.
That's okay. I can just see people going, is she calling this Epcot ball? Over 400 episodes in and she's calling it Epcot ball.
Sorry.
She's calling it golf ball.
Sorry. It's my head.
Yes,
stuff.
That's exactly what it is.
I'll blame it on that.
I'm going to go with American Adventure.
I just started to say, oh.
The funny thing is...
I still haven't seen that one either.
I know, and I would like to make a point for you to see that. The funny thing is I've actually only sat down and seen it once. But it is an absolute... it needs some updating. And go back and listen to the last Theme Park Shuffle where I actually converted it into a Hamilton-style show.
Okay, that would be
well, what I did in that episode, and again, please go out and subscribe to Theme Park Shuffle. It is now on its own feed. It is not any longer on the Main Street Magic feed with Logan, David, and myself. We do have a new episode coming here in the next week as we're going to record here on, I believe, Tuesday night. But basically, I had the American Adventure or the American Pavilion, and I had to convert the entire thing to include non-used IPs. And I actually went with saying, I want the show to be basically the same that it is now, but I went Lin-Manuel Miranda to rewrite it in the style of Hamilton with the rap and telling. So
that'd be amazing.
I think when you see this, you're going to be absolutely blown away by the sheer amount of storytelling, animatronics, the way the stages move, and it's really fascinating, and it is quite a feat.
Okay.
And so I think it is the best show in all of Epcot, and we got to get you to sit down and watch it. So maybe that's another March 3rd that we try and do.
Okay.
Should we do Genie Plus on March 3rd just to try it again?
Maybe.
I would like to ride Remy again, honestly. We'd have to buy the
put a
lightning
patch
lane.
on.
I know. But I'm kind of thinking when we go March 3rd for Flower and Garden that we potentially do Genie Plus that day.
Will we have time to do all this then while eating
all
of the foods?
There's not that many rides, to be honest.
That's true.
We're going to try and Genie. We would try and Genie Plus, probably, Test Track and Soarin'. We would have to purchase Remy.
Right.
If we decide to purchase Frozen.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm kind of thinking
it's on
that
our
might
list.
be something we do. Yeah.
I mean, you just said it, so I think we would have to.
Definitely on our list. All right. So we are now going to move on to our bonus pick. Anything you want throughout Epcot. Again, it could
What's
be your
your? I want to. I think
binge.
I want to know yours first because mine's.
So you know how you like to cheat on these?
Pretty awesome. What? No.
You know how you like to though? I'm going to cheat a little.
You can't cheat.
I am. Because Spaceship Earth. I get the icon of the park. I get beacons of light.
Wait,
I get a ride.
What do you mean?
Spaceship Earth.
The whole ball.
The whole ball. Whole Epcot ball.
You get it?
Encompassing everything that it is. Park icon, right?
That's stupid.
That's not, how dare you? The ride.
It's not.
And the beacons of light.
Okay.
Do you see what I did with my brain here? Is I went through and I thought, I want to fit those in somewhere because I think your beacons of light as a show is absolutely a wonderful idea. But again, I wanted to take one thing as my bonus that is actually three things. So I got a show, I got an icon, and I got a ride.
Okay.
What did you pick? Are you allowing this? We can always put like vetoes on this if we want.
Sure, whatever, because mine's better.
What's yours? Yours is not better.
It's a dessert party watching Harmonious.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said I could.
Yeah, actually, you are allowed to.
And I want the dessert party, and I think I know exactly where I want it, where you're coming over the bridge to go to Paris and down in that little area.
Yeah, that's where they hold. That's where they held they would hold the Frozen one.
That one.
So you could do that one. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Frozen dessert party at Epcot watching Harmonious.
You know how you've been to Hawaii and you like to bring it up and like rub it in every once in a while?
Yeah, you ate a dessert party.
I did
and
do
a Frozen one.
I did do the dessert
you little
party
jerk.
there. And it was there. Look what you did, you little jerk. Yeah, that's where it was. And it is a beautiful location. Of course, this was pre-Harmonious. This was back when it was Illuminations.
When are you gonna take me to that?
I don't know. When are you going to take me to Hawaii? Seems like a fair trade-off, right?
Okay.
Like 10 days in Hawaii at Alani compared to Frozen Dessert Party. Let's do it. Let's trade them up. No, I think that's a really good pick. And honestly, that's something that went over my head. I didn't even think of something like that. Yeah. You know, I was very tempted.
Eating some good food. Yeah. You're watching the awesome Harmonious.
Yeah. I almost just said festivals. Honestly, I mean that's a hard one to not pick. The festivals are incredible. You know,
we're now pick that.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
I'm going still with my 3-picker Spaceship Earth because I thought it was a genius. I thought it was a genius idea. No, I mean, you know, the festivals are just. We've said this in the past. Until Guardians opens, till the construction is done, till Moana water feature is done. You know, all these things. Epcot is really living off of World Showcase.
Oh yeah,
you know, and the festivals. I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I want Guardians. I really do.
Oh yeah.
But I'd also be okay if they had put Guardians somewhere else. You know, and I'm okay with living off of festivals, and Epcot being this walkabout park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I like the fact that you go there and your focus isn't on rides. It's on food, it's on drink, it's on friends, it's on family, all that type of stuff. I think is just absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. I do agree.
This was a quick one. We got through this one pretty quick. But you know, as always, as we go out and post this to social, we post it in the Main Street Magic community on Facebook. I want to know your thoughts.
Yeah.
Wonderland Crew. if you go to wonderlandcrew.com, you can learn more about it, including, what you get with Wonderland Crew. You can go ahead and join. It is our Patreon group. We have some stuff coming up. March is going to be something, I can tell you. March 3rd and 4th, we are headed down. We will be staying a night at Town Place Suites. We will be experiencing the second day of Flower and Garden. Weather permitting, on Friday, March 4th, we plan to go to Typhoon Lagoon for the first time in forever. It's been like 3 years since we have been there. When we renewed, we did go for Incredipass.
Not sure I'll be getting wet.
We did the water park add-on. We did PhotoPass add-on. March 11th to 13th, we will be having a first to us stay at the Wyndham Lake Buena Vista at Disney Springs. Girls will be coming with us. We're going to treat it a bit like a staycation. We really want to see everything that the Wyndham has to offer. We've heard really, really wonderful things about it, including that they have the best buffalo wings south of Buffalo. Seriously? Which I will be the judge of. Okay. That is the word on the Twitter. March 17th to 20th. By the way, March 11th to 13th, we may look at doing a Wonderland Crew preview inside of our Main Street Magic community. And kind of giving you a little insight on what happens in Wonderland Crew, in case you're not sure. March 17th to 20th is our secret trip that we are not disclosing until that very morning when we wake up. We will go live in Wonderland Crew. We will take you on a journey. We are going somewhere we have never been. It involves flying for the first time for me in over 2 years. For the first time for you, I don't even know
probably
when.
Like 5 years.
Yeah.
Who knows?
March. What comes after March? April 9th and 10th, we are staying at Town Place Suites. We are going with Lucy and Caleb, and we are going to be checking out Flower and Garden as well as Blue October. I'm so excited to see them back in Epcot. April 22nd to 24th is our Main Street 16 Challenge. You can go to mainstreet16.com. You can learn all about it. It is an entire weekend filled with a scavenger hunt, a 16-ride challenge, 2 socials, a breakfast / brunch.
The world.
All benefiting Give Kids the World. Go to mainstreet16.com. You can go ahead and sign up to actually participate, or you can simply donate. And we do have an online auction that will be coming in a couple of weeks leading up to the event as well. May.
Oh, my goodness.
We are looking to book May 15th to 17th at All-Star to go ahead and join with our wonderful friends, Kat and Michael, who actually be joining us in St. Augustine for a night before.
Yeah,
so maybe get some shenanigans, some Wonderland Crew shenanigans then. Currently, that is the furthest we have planned. Well, actually, July, we will be at Margaritaville in one of the cottages. We are looking, price depending, on doing Discovery Cove and SeaWorld for a day. We got to take a look at that. I'll have the kids with us. We'll have friends with us. So there's really a lot of stuff coming up. Of course, you can always catch all of it by following us on social at Main ST Magic, by joining the Facebook community, Main Street Magic community. Or if you want it all live as it goes down, wonderlandcrew.com.
Yes.
Finally, Kingdom Strollers. They provide premium stroller, crib, and ECV rentals delivered straight to your Orlando theme park resort, your hotel, or your vacation home. This is free of charge and at up to 50% off the price of what theme parks are actually going to charge you. Again, head to msmfriends.com to learn about them and all of our other wonderful partners, and you can go ahead and reserve today. Thank you guys so much for listening. We truly appreciate it. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. You get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. And as long as you're out there, we would truly, truly appreciate it if you leave us a rating and review.
Because it'll help our show grow.
Feel better, Rhonda.
Thanks.
That's all we've got. We'll see you real soon.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts. Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.